So folks, one more time, Yocto live coding. Here I am, hopefully. Does this work? Where is my webcam? It's not around. Webcam. Yeah, it's technically time for some metal, but where is my webcam? I cannot see my webcam, and that is highly disappointing. I think you might just have to cope with me without the cam. Oh, that's super annoying, right? I don't think that's okay. So where is it? I'm really sorry. I ran a little bit late in the city because I had to find something in a shop, and it was hidden very well. And that now kind of strikes back. No, my cam is not working. Right? Mark says you can hear me, which is really lovely. This also doesn't work. Give me about one more time, one more second, and then I'll certainly just start off without the cam because it's I don't want to keep you waiting, but it's really like where is it now? No, not at all. Here is something. This OBS is killing me really. About every time I want to do something. Okay, I just could see something right now, but not on the stream. The cam seems to be working, but OBS is playing tricks on me. Yes, Robert is obviously highly disappointed because he cannot see my beard. Wow. Huh. Hello. So, haha. You cannot escape me. You totally cannot escape my beard. This doesn't work. Here I am. Okay. This was today's challenge, and that is already finished. Time for beer. I just declare that it's beer o'clock. So, anyways, welcome everybody. Nice that you're around to the last session before my short break. I'll be skipping September for the live coding sessions for personal reasons. I will reveal what's going on in the session afterwards, which will be obviously in October. And the usual housekeeping, shoot me questions right here in the chat. I'll try and monitor Yocto on Freenode. Also follow me on Twitter, follow me on about every single social media platform that is somewhere in existence on this planet, especially Twitch and Twitter. And okay, here we go. Today we'll be talking about running applications. This sounds like super lame because, as we all know, we can just open up the terminal and type the application we want to run. Like here, this is my development host, and we want to run something like VI. So we type VI. Yeah, right. Awesome. Session finished. Okay, as we all know, in an embedded environment, it's not quite as simple. especially because of two reasons. We do not want to type things into a terminal because we usually do not have a terminal. And second reason, got confused on me because my child was just screaming. Okay, second reason because why we do not want to run stuff on an embedded target by typing. Yeah, because we want to start the applications automatically usually. You know, you have your device, you switch it on, and you expect it to do something. You expect it to not just sit there giving you a blank screen waiting for some start command. You switch it on, and you want it to fulfill its duties. I mean, a fridge that you have to first switch on and then like type start cooling, that's a no-brainer, right? Okay, so we want to first have a simple application that makes sense in an embedded environment. That's the first block we want to cope with, and then we want to run this in an automated fashion, and we will be using systemd for this. Now let me find the thing that I have prepared, because I usually do my homework if I find the time or the inspiration to do so. The Yocto Chester. You can follow along with the things that I am showing in source on GitHub. GitHub, the Yocto Chester, and today's application is the simple echo server. We will be using this, and the resulting layer to run stuff around automatically around will be in Meta Quicksilver. I picked the name just because it contains the word quick, and like AutoStart is running something pretty quick, and it's a metal. You know that I name everything after some form of metal. Actually, Quicksilver is even a heavy metal. That's awesome, right? Okay, so here we go. First thing, show the application. Let me just show you. I'll be pulling that one down. Git clone something. And if the demo gods do not fail me, I can show you all the stages from doing the development on the host to running it on the target by a dev tool and then by a systemd. Okay, we clone this, and then let's have a first look at the code. Simple echo server. To that get install MC. Okay, I think we can do that. This is an easy Square instance, so this should be hopefully be connected pretty nicely. Okay, here we are. So you can see this application is pretty bare bones. It's obviously CMake based, as we have. Okay, you cannot see my finger if I'm pointing on my screen. We have a CMake list.txt, which shows it's a CMake application, and we have a main CPP. CMake lists. Let's just look at this. I disagree. Nano is not the easiest. I end up with colon W colon Qs each and every time I use nano. So we will go for VI. Okay, VI. This is the CMake list.txt. You can see it's really simple. It only contains a dependency to boost and one executable that's coming out of the main CPP. Am I talking too fast, too slow, too loud, too... What's the opposite of too low volume? Does anybody want to see my wonderful flowers? The sun is shining. You are joining me in my balcony. Probably for the last time this year. Enjoy this. Okay, so next thing. So the simple echo server. The comment pretty clearly already states this is actually the async TCP echo server ripped right out of the ASIO examples. by the Boost library. I picked this one because it's a form of application that actually makes sense to run in a persistent manner. Something like a hello world does not really make sense as an autostart application. It prints it somewhere and then it sits there. We need something that can keep running continuously so we can actually use it as a form of persistent application. And therefore, I think an echo server is like a good idea. Okay. For whoever is interested, the code is on GitHub. So first thing we want to do, mkdir build, nope. Mkdir build, cd build, cmake ... Okay. This happens when you do your demonstration on preparation on bitbag only. And Robert, what's not to like about systemd and boost? It's like a boost systemd if you combine it properly. Okay, cmake. No, really. You can guess that I actually tried this on a different box. Lib boost dev. If this doesn't work, we're gonna skip the host dev part and then go right straight to the target, which hopefully works too. Is it time for more drinking yet? I really do not know, do not understand what all you folks don't like about Boost. I use it every day with almost no cursing. There's other things that I curse way more, actually. So, okay. Cmake again. Make. When systemd is involved, drinking is required. There's one error in that sentence. Spot it. So, simple echo server. And we need some port 12345 12345 because it's in the user number space of permitted ports. Okay, so we set this up, got a new target, telnetting to localhost 12345, and yay, echo is on. Hello, echo. Hello, hello. Hello, echo. Time to drink. Yes. Okay. Let's say that worked. We have a demo application. Next thing we want to do is we want to build a demo application through bitbake for our target. For the sake of this demonstration, I already have set up a build, which consists of a pretty run-of-the-mill Pocky, and we will add a layer to hold what we are creating right now. So, bitbake layers, or did I keep it around? No, it's not around. So, okay, bitbake layers, create layer, meta, quicksilver. Yes, I know that they do not exist. This is my demonstration thing. Okay, now I can add the layer. And okay, we have a layer to hold our demonstration recipe. The next thing we need to do, once my mouse is working again, Really, today the demo gods are not liking me. Okay, so I told you already that we are going to run everything triggered by systemd. So we need to make our distribution actually use systemd. For the sake of this, another really small shortcut. Let's go to the meta layer. Once we got rid of the build, meta quicksilver conf. We're gonna add. We're gonna do it the right way this time. We'll be using a custom distro. We're not tinkering with local.conf. So mkdir distro, cd distro, and I'll copy in the file that I prepared, and we will discuss everything that is written in there in no time. Distro, Quicksilver systemd. Okay, you can see now that my terminal is in the wrong space. You could have told me. That now within our new layer, meta quicksilver conf distro, we have a file called quicksilver systemd, which is obviously meant as a distro configuration, and we're gonna have a look at it. You can see this is pretty bare bones. It derives straight of Pocky. We just override all the names, so we have a proper messages on starting up. We remove the Pocky default distro features just for the sake of ease, and then we switch to systemd, just like stated in the ref manual. And that's it. This ding ding sound really drives me nuts. Okay, let's make sure our build actually behaves the way we want. Leftovers. So, distro. I really need to fix my color selection, right? Distro is set to Quicksilver systemd. We use a shared state and downloads. We are building for QEMU-ARM. Yeah, looks good. So, bitbake, core image, minimal. So, the question is if this session will go to YouTube also. Yes, it will. So the gods of the cloud do not fail me, as they have once. I think it was session number 9, which I actually could not download because Twitch decided that I am not me. And once I am not me, I cannot download what is mine. And therefore, the session number 9 is lost in the haze of time forever. And but as this is session number 15, I think it should go there. Okay, slow parsing means more talking time. Robert says that the backfill considered might need some explanation. Yeah. I actually usually am like, when you want to switch to systemd, just copy paste those 4 lines from the ref manual. If you are satisfied with the outcome, you're fine. If you're dissatisfied with the outcome, then it's like your own problem to read up on everything. So it seems that my caches have been hot as expected. Core image minimal do rootfs is already running. Let me have a small peek into hash Yocto, which is extremely quiet. And therefore, it means that more of you should be hanging out there with us. Okay, now we do have a build, and I just could now go like QEMU, run QEMU, and show you that the build is actually working, but we'll skip that for now. So next thing, DevTool add is what we usually want. And this is already like too much for this tiny screen. Init Manager System, this simplifies some of the setup. That's a very good point. And whoever makes a very good point, as we say in German, pays around or is obliged to send patches to the dev, to the manual, or at least make sure that those taking care of the manual realize this. So, Joshua, right? I think you're absolutely correct. Please point that out to Robert, or Scott is not taking it. I think Robert should be the right one to incorporate this into the dev model. It's a really good catch. Right, thanks. So, but DevTool add, let's just look at this. And it fails me again. This is really annoying. Okay, so we do the lame version. DevTool add, and we want to add the recipe name, and this is the fetch URI. The rest of all of this is not exactly as important for us right now. Hopefully, I already have my thing around. I have DevTool add simple echo server. I need one of those stream decks where I can just push a button, and then the Jeopardy music is being streamed automatically. That would be super neat. You can donate for this, but please make clear your donation is meant for Jeopardy music and not for beer, because otherwise I will invest it in beer. So we have a recipe, hopefully. DevTool status will give us simple echo server. That sounds awesome. DevTool edit recipe simple echo server, just that we can see what's going on. I promise I will fix the colors for next time. Okay. So this is being pulled from GitHub. This is the source URI, source revision, Git. Actually, DevTool on its it cannot detect all dependencies, but it does so on a best effort basis. We've just discussed this week, and it found that I'm using Boost, and it inherits CMake. Sounds good, right? So, bit bake simple echo server. The real problem about doing sessions with things that have to compile and parse and everything is that you have a lot of stuff to talk yourself out of, which means usually a lot of drinking. And even more drinking. I told you that that my kid was just like screaming and distracting me. I've just noticed that she left something right next to my streaming setup. So this is really confusing if the cam is like mirrored. But okay. So we have successfully built this. We should put it into an image, and we're gonna do this right also, hopefully. So mkdir recipes quick silver. Just so you know what I'm doing right now, I've switched into the layer I just created. Created a recipes dash something directory because that fits the canonical globbing for recipes. If you're interested in this, look into the conf/layer.conf file in the layer or in the layer after I pushed it to GitHub. After the session or this evening, it will take me a couple of hours usually to sort everything out. And recipes, Quicksilver, mkdir images. That's like canonical place to put an image. Recipes dash something slash images, and we'll copy over from Pocky meta recipes core images core image minimal def-bb. That's usually my Quicksilver image bb. Yo, Quicksilver image. I think we now need to go like recipes core images because we're in a different layer. And we're gonna go like images, image install append equals simple echo server. A small image just capable of running simple echo server. That sounds good. But bake quick silver image. And let me just find the things I need for the next step of each and everything on this demonstration. Because my brain is not working the way it should, I cannot memorize all this. Actually, I think half of the channel that is listening knows those things by heart. Right in the middle of the night, it's just that I do not do. I have to keep notes. Okay, here we go. And Robert, I do not skin cats. That's disgusting, really. Okay, we're gonna make sure that this actually works right now. Run qemu arm. Does this actually refer to Quicksilver image? Let's find out. Quicksilver image, no graphic slurp. Where did I go wrong right now? I usually am going wrong somewhere. And the things are working way too well for today. I tell you. Okay, so obviously our distribution kicked in the way it should. This is a systemd-based startup, as you can see. And I think I forgot to install screen, which would be handy to have. We will be doing this in a second. So simple echo server is installed. We can kick it off. It just won't do anything because I can't start a second session that I forgot to install screen. Okay, here we go. Power off. So we need to do two things right now. We need to install screen so I can actually demonstrate that the application is working. We can try that over Slurp 2 in a minute. We will do so, but let's do this first. So pixel the image and let's add screen. That's number one. And number two, we have the application there, we can run it. We have a custom image, we have a custom distribution. So we've done basically everything to create a really very own product distribution besides running the application automatically. And that's the last thing we're gonna do. Okay. There's two approaches for using or where the systemd configuration can go. Some folks tend to bundle it with their applications. So the application brings along its service files. That's one option. And some people prefer to only make the application repository, keep the application, and add things that run the application in specific manners right from the outset. And I'm usually with the second camp. That means I'm gonna keep the simple echo server repository just as it is. It brings the application, and we'll put a systemd service unit that will run the application right into the layer, and that's what we're gonna do. So one thing I forgot, we have to push the simple echo server recipe actually into the layer. So what's the syntax for this? Dev tool finish, I think. Dev tool finish. Yep. And it says recipe name destination. Okay, dev tool finish simple echo server meta quicksilver. It probably will end up in a place that I don't want it, but that's okay. Recipe simple echo server. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Simple echo server here, rm dir. And while we're at it, usually, Robert says, aren't the init script systemd service files usually with a recipe? Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. So here's the recipe for simple echo server. We can put files right next to the recipe by using a directory that follows a canonical name, which can be, for the simplest case, just like files, which can have its drawbacks if you are having more than one recipe inside the directory. So I usually go with a directory that is named right after the specific I go with a directory that is named right after the specific recipe I'm working on. Okay. And here we're gonna set up a simple echo server service. Let's just type down systemd unit. The description is like a simple echo server. It does not require anything. It does not run after anything. It's just like a service, and it needs an exec start. And now we're gonna do a bit of a Yoctoism. You can all like now flame me or complain. Simple echo server, and I'm gonna give it the generic port. The reason why I'm noting it this way is that we're gonna add a generic set stage in the recipe. We also could leave that out, but I've found it to work pretty well this way. Requires network. You're really quite nitpicking today, Robert. Install. Wanted by multi-user target. I think that should be fine. Without a dash. Hopefully that's okay. We will see. Okay, and now it's time to work on the recipe. Simple echo server. Okay. There's a couple of things we have to do. We are going to inherit also systemd, and now we have to tell bitbake which the services are that we actually want to run. And we do this, we could now inspect the systemd class, which I encourage everybody to do, but I'm not gonna do it today. Systemd service pn is simple echo server service. Did I get it right? I did get it right. Hopefully. Yes, looks good to me. And so bitbake can actually find this. We also have to add it to the sys URI. And that's why I just pointed out that that it's always a good idea to stick to the canonical names. Now we can write file equals, is it double or triple slash? Double slash simple echo server service. Yes, okay. So if you're like, look into the systemd class, you can see that auto enable is set to true by default, and that it triggers on the systemd service pn. And now I'm gonna just copy paste and then discuss a small snippet with you, which is not exactly pretty, and Frey and Robert will probably flame me for it. And it goes like this. This says that after install, if systemd is in distro features, then it installs all the services in this variable that we just set a couple of lines upwards, and it does the replacement to of the binder to the bitbake defined been there because it could have been redefined. This way, our installation gets more robust if the paths are being modified in some way or the other. And hopefully, I did not mess up. I am pretty sure that I actually did mess up in some form, but we will see. Bitbake Quicksilver image. Recipes being rebuilt. That makes perfect sense to me. Rootfs is being recreated. So are there actually any people on the channel that are like watching me live for the first time? It's only that Mark and Andrea are discussing with me, and it feels a little bit like the situation on ELCNA a couple of weeks back where we had a Yocto channel on Slack, and it was just the usual suspects around, and we feared that all the newbies are being like overwhelmed by the insider discussion going on there. Eric is a first timer. Welcome, Eric. You do not qualify. You do really not qualify. But we also have two other real newbies here. Okay, welcome Faulkner and Blowfish. Glad that you are around. Really, don't hesitate if you have any questions, remarks, comments. Just shoot them right into the channel. As usual, I promise to take all questions, remarks, comments, insults. I just do not promise an answer to everything. And another newbie, Catalan18, welcome. That's really awesome. So many new nicks around. I love it. And the build is finished. I successfully talked my way out of it again. And running, booting, drinking. Jeopardy music. Where is my Jeopardy music? That's really a problem. Can we have Bitbake Jeopardy music? I should prepare a patch for that someday. It wouldn't make a lot of sense for a build server, but it might be fun. So what's going on there? It's still booting. Was it also this slow when we booted the first time? Is Jeopardy licensed? That cannot be. I think that's under the fair use doctrine, or what's it called? Some US guy can tell me. Okay, now we're gonna jump into a screen just for the sake of demonstration, and I can't split it. Okay, that's like, sorry. PS, if we're gonna look, we can see that user bin simple echo server is already around. System control list units just to verify this. Oh, I think we better grab that. Simple echo server is loaded, active, running. Okay, let's try this. Telnet, localhost, 12345. Hello, auto started thing. Yay. Okay, and system control stop simple echo server, just because we can connect. Let's do a reboot, and for the fun of it, let's try and connect to the echo server over the Slurp interface. And then we're basically done for today. Unless anybody wants to either praise the awesome functionality I've just pulled into this application, or hail my beard, or join me for some drinking, or 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 Robert missed the auto start part. For sure you did, and for sure I will. Probably this evening. And as usual, there will be a companion website on the Yocto-generated.info, which points to the recording on YouTube once it's out there. It will point to the demo application and Meta Quicksilver for you to be inspired in your own applications. And yes, my colors are hard to read. I think I promised already 3 streams back that I will fix them, and I promised 2 streams back, and I promised again today. And I will try to keep my promise if I do not forget. I should make a to-do on my phone. So IPA, let's just see what our IP is. 215. I guess I'll just make an idiot of myself right now. Telnet 215. I knew that this would happen. There's always something going on when you're using Slurp. But okay, it was a try. For the sake of the record, I'm using Slurp, so I do not have to type sudo each and every time for QEMU. We could do that right now. I've got a couple of minutes to go. Okay, power off. We're gonna use run QEMU without Slurp. The difference is Slurp is a form of user space networking, and run QEMU without Slurp uses TUNTAP on the host, which means that you have to usually either provide root credentials or sudo, and so here's the tap interface. Now we just have to wait until QEMU is up and running. It will hopefully have 7.2. Okay, again, housekeeping. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. Visit the Yocto-generated.info. It does not show you any cookie warnings because there are no cookies. It's just a static web page hosted on GitHub. I do not run any analytics, any tracking, any nothing. So I really have no idea how many folks are actually looking at it. I will announce the companion website once it's up on Twitter and LinkedIn. As usually, shoot me questions, remarks, insults, praise, and everything through the usual channels. Don't forget to visit #Yocto on Freenode, and my usual short announcement. Sessions like these are available for you personally too. If I find the time and you pay me well enough, I will be drinking during the sessions. There's no way avoiding that. But if you are not into watching me drinking, then I will also recommend partners that do not drink during sessions if you actually are in need of some Yocto advice. So this is booted up, and telnet. Seven. And that's it. Great. We built we successfully built an embedded application that we can ship right now. I actually do not see a substantial market share for it, but somebody should do it. I'm totally convinced. And we can connect to it from the outside. It automatically starts. So therefore, it compiles. Let's ship it. With that, I'll give you a couple of, so you can see this. Where's my webcam? I've got that much left of my beer, which I will drink right now. This is your time to speak up about everything. It really does not have to be related to this session. Like I said, I will not answer if will take too long, or I do not have an answer, which is way more likely. But here's your chance. I'm live right now. You can get me at the moment. Let me look into Yocto, which is extremely quiet. How very, very boring. The beer is good. It's starting to get warm. If you have noticed, there's the sun coming up, and I actually opened the shades, but I've been talking so much and drinking so little that the beer is starting to warm up considerably. That's why I have to drink faster. Is the DevTool command coming from QEMU or BitBake? Neither. It's just a command that is like BitBake. Frey will correct me if I'm doing wrong, but as far as I understand it, BitBake is a project on itself that gets pulled into Pocky. You can also do a distroless build, but that's like a side use case for now. So if you're using Pocky, you are actually getting Pocky, which consists of Open Embedded Core plus BitBake plus some special sauce. And DevTool is part of that special sauce. So it comes actually with Pocky, but it uses the BitBake technology. So you can use it whenever you are in an environment that you have initialized with source Pocky OA init env. Was that helpful? So my beer is empty. It makes BitBake better usable in some ways. It has its uses. We should talk about DevTool deploy target someday. I think I already did in some session. That's where it really comes in handy. It's also available if you're cranking out an extensible SDK. That's right. Thanks, Robert. Yes, but basically, it's in a nutshell, it comes with Pocky. And with that, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. I've done my fair share of announcements and advertising for today. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for following. If you have not already clicked that follow link, please do so now. And yes, that's it. Catch you all in October then. Bye. Take care and stay safe. Stay home and wear a fucking mask.